You know, I mean, I guess it's not crazy, but I'm wondering if these guys are gonna ever have anything that's, like, past this point. I'm sure they have to get, like, something that they do. We know they're not on the island, I guess, but it's something important, right? Anyways, let's, deal with this tragedy that they're not here to see. Mysterious deaths continue to occur among the island residents, and it is not long before the same tragedy befalls Yuza. Or does it? Azami and the others are left helpless and overwhelmed by grief. We know it doesn't. I wonder if we would have gotten the information about Yuza if I just got it wrong. Like, the storyteller probably would have just said nothing and like, well, I guess just keep playing the game and you'll find out. Damn it. What the hell is going on? What the fuck happened to you, Yuza? Do you think Azami's behind everything? He's kind of like a side character for most of this. I don't think he is, but how can you just die like that? Out of nowhere. Decapitated. I feel like he should have been more shell-shocked by it. You managed to live through the disaster 5 years ago just to die like this? Again, it was just a random decapitation. It's a little more extreme. Sato has nothing to say because Sato knows what's up. And still the whole island turned on you, blamed your mom for everything. They rejected you even when you said you wanted to become an Ama diver. What the hell did you ever do to deserve that? But you never once complained, just kept going like it was nothing. You did everything right. You think Yuza's behind anything? Like, he presumably ate mermaid flesh to survive the disaster 5 years ago. So it's not like he was alive for 400 years. And again, the person that was on the phone was like, oh, you'd remember me. So there's not really much to that, like the Sato would have remembered that wasn't from the past. Someone like you deserved so much better. You deserve to be happy, damn it. I would have done anything to make that happen. Oh, I shipped them? Azami and Yuza? And yet I couldn't do a damn thing. I'm sorry. I'm so damn sorry, Yuza. This shouldn't have been the way for you to go. How could the gods think this is fair? How? Okay, Azami. For a second I thought the chapter was gonna end. Look, even Tsukasa's kind of over it. Hey, Tsukasa. Sorry, I know this is a terrible time. But there's something important I need to tell you. Alright. Yeah, go ahead. I forgot about, Oh, he's so upset. Any stickers around? Surroundings. There aren't many people around here, so it's nothing like the chaos in town. It's so quiet here. It almost feels like that whole nightmare earlier was just a dream. If only that were true. I'm not misremembering again, right? When, Sato showed up, she was like, I'll deal with it or something. You guys need to get out of here. I don't think Tsukasa's the assassin, but I should make sure. Damn. I guess cover your bases, but... like... It would be really weird if she was. Because, like, what? She put on a facade when, Sato was on the phone? Compared to how shaken Azami is, Tsukasa seems rather calm given the situation. She's probably wondering why I'm staying so composed right now, too. Yeah, I wonder why she would be calm. Unless if she hazarded a guess about the situation. I don't know. I guess with Azami, maybe I can see why Sato might not spill the beans. I should leave him be for now. No, I want to talk to him. He might know something about things. Think about it? Yeah, I don't think she's the assassin. A beautiful night, even though many people are dying. Try to stay calm and listen, okay? I spoke to Mr. Wakamura earlier. Can you really call that being, like, speaking to him? It sounded like he was just yelling. Apparently this Unkaku Dono person might actually be your father. Huh? Wait, what? Wait. Are you serious? You're saying my pa, Yamashina, is Unkaku Dono? Well, okay. That, yeah. Yeah, that is what we're saying. That's what he said. Not sure if it's true or not. But Mr. Wakamura's already made up his mind. He's convinced that makes you the assassin. If he finds you, who knows what he'll do? Huh? That's crazy talk. Me, an assassin? Come on, that makes no sense. I know, I don't believe it either. That's why we need to find the real assassin as soon as possible. Yeah, but easier said than done. And then she's back to being calm. I have to find the assassin quickly and let them know I'll surrender. Every second I wait, more people are dying. But I can't tell Tsukasa or Azami about my plans to surrender. They'll just try to stop me. I mean, it doesn't help that Azami also is basically in the dark here, unless if we happen to tell him things. But we haven't seen the quick wipe to black yet to demonstrate that we had a long conversation about things that have happened. So, he doesn't know anything. Sato, Tsuyu's gone, and so is Yuza. Yeah, I never thought it would come to this. I'm scared. What are we supposed to do now? I didn't manage to find out any more about the curse of the raging waves, but right now we have to find the assassin. Earlier, down by the bay, I saw the cursed shadow again, as well as someone running away. Wait, the shadow? So I need to check something curse-related real quick. The curse? Oh, right. Earlier, what? I want to know why you weren't cursed. Did you give the mirror to Sato, or did you also have one? That's kind of what I think I remember, but I'm not positive. I know I can check with the hand mirror to make sure that the shadow isn't nearby. I'm choking on my own spit. Give me a minute. What's up with you, Tsukasa? Huh? What is it? Are you trying to remember something? I guess I don't have time to let her remember things. I'm gonna just look at the mirror and hopefully get stabbed? I don't know. Why am I taking out the mirror? What do I hope to see? There she is! Look, she's looking! Surprised at how much of the, character sprite model? I'm using all the wrong words. I'm surprised at how much of it was, like, actually visible. What am I looking for? Like, I mean, I guess the... damn it, what was it? I can't remember. Thank God you said something. Oh, don't scare me like that. Tsukasa, what's the matter? I guess the shock has made me forget. Right before it happened, Yuza realized something important, but I'm blanking on it now. Huh? Something important? Yeah, Yuza said he figured out the condition that the curse needed to affect someone. I swear he made something... He said something about people being marked by something, but I can't really remember. Is that what he said? I think that still adds up to the mirror. He was just about to say who the culprit was too, and then, well, that happened to him. Marked? Oh, I can't remember. Just thinking about that moment's making me sick. Oh no, Tsukasa, it's okay. Don't force yourself to remember. No, I kind of do force yourself because it might be super important. I won't, but still, I do remember one thing he said. He thought that the curse could only target women from the island, but now that he was targeted... Oh, hold on a second. I think I see what he was getting at. Sato, did you figure something out? Could the curse be using this as a marker? I'm hoping... Would mirror work, or would it be, I mean, I would say it's the mirrors. That's what I've been saying. That's what I'm still believing. Unless if you want to say... I mean, when Yuza died, he didn't have his, diving gear on, right? So it wouldn't be like the symbols that were used. These symbols specifically. I'm pretty sure he didn't have those on. I know the Ama divers have these symbols most of the time, but he was like wearing normal clothes. The only other thing that I can think of is it being the mascot. If the mirror isn't it, the like culture society, Kameshimaru. But my problem with that is there's other merch that would have it on, right? Like a bunch of other merch. And if it's targeting specifically women and Yuza, it would probably have to... We'll just go with the mirror. If I'm wrong, I think we're on the general track. Huh? A mirror? Okay, yeah. That's it, the Kameshimaru hand mirror. It's gotta be that. Why is Tsukasa, like, definitely sure about it? I knew it. Yuza took that mirror out of his pocket right before it happened. Did he? Wait, did he? He lifted it up to about his neck and then his head was chopped off. I don't remember him doing that. And when I was attacked, I had the hand mirror in my jacket pocket too. Azami, you're in this conversation too? Do you even know about curses right now? That's gotta be it. Didn't they say those hand mirrors were handed out to everyone on the island? No. Whoa, Azami, you feeling okay now? Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry you had to see me like that. But if we're this close to finding out who did all this, then this is no time to be moping around. First things first, if either of you still have that mirror, get rid of it now. No, Sato's fine. Oh, good point. So I guess she just didn't get got. So Sato, you figured it out, haven't you? The one behind this curse? The assassin who used the curse to kill so many. I mean, who was handing out the mirrors? I feel like it would have to be, unless if it was who supplied it to her. But then, like, still, the act of faking your death seems a little bit weird to me. I'm gonna roll with it. Yeah, it's gotta be the person who gave out the hand mirror, so... Oh, okay. What? Why is this the way? I'm surprised they didn't have us do the, Who's the assassin who caused the tragedy on Kameshima? I'm surprised it's not the, type it out thing. This is such a weird way to do it. It was you, Tsukasa! It'd be kind of funny to just blame one of them. It was Mare. It has to be Kikuko, right? Unless if there was something in that conversation we had with her that was different. You saying she never actually died? Wait, you're saying Kikuko was killed too? Yeah, we saw her lying in a pool of blood by the jetty. You did? I was just there earlier. I remember seeing a large blood stain, but no body. Really? I guess someone must have moved her? In all this chaos? Who's got time to move a body while everyone's panicking like this? Where would they even move her? There are so many dead, we barely have the time or space to lay folks down and cover them up. That's true. Then maybe she never actually died, managed to get up and walk off on her own? But if Kikuko's the assassin, why would she let herself get hit by the curse's attack? Also, I don't think curses tend to work that way. You can't, like, kind of do a curse, can you? So, like, she would have had to have stabbed herself in the back, or she got by someone else, but it wasn't fatal. But, like, because I don't know. It seems like a lot of work to fake your own death, but I guess it gets you out of there and no suspicion on you. Wait, if she managed to get up from the death... I mean, I doubt it, but maybe she's immortal like you, Sato? What? No way, does Azami know right now, or is this new? Okay. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have just said that right now. Huh? What was that? You said that so casually, but I could have sworn you just said Sato is immortal? Well... It's kind of a long story, but yeah, that's basically what it boils down to. Let's just leave it at that. Huh? So that's what happened earlier? That explains what everyone was talking about. Still, he's awfully calm about it. But he did just see a decapitation and many other people dead, so... still, I don't think there are others like me out there. Well, you did have the conversation with Yumeko where she's confident there is another on the island. You think so? Is it really that rare? I don't really have any frame of reference. Like, I definitely would get the idea that, like, no, there's probably no one else. Not counting the storyteller telling us. I have another theory that's more likely. Azami, did you get a good look at Kikuko's wounds? I mean, not really. It was pretty dark out, and we were kind of panicking. Wait, are you saying maybe she wasn't actually hurt at all? The most likely explanation is that she got up after faking her death. Maybe she faked being a victim using fake blood or something to avoid suspicion. So she waited for others to see her and then just slipped away in the confusion? Oh, I guess the cat's out of the bag. Man, I thought you were cool, Kikuko. Huh? Kikuko, you really are still alive. Yep, hate to break it to you, but I ain't immortal or anything fancy like that. Just fake blood is all. I was hiding up by the lighthouse, but then I heard you all talking, so I figured I may as well come out. Too bad you figured it all out. There really is no turning back for me now. Was there ever turning back for you? You killed a bunch of people. Sato, I was told to bring you in, even if it means killing every last person on the island. Would it have not been easier to just, like, grab her? Eek! It's the shadow! Doesn't matter, we already tossed those damn mirrors. The curse can't touch us now. Just so you know, I've got your friend Tsukasa Awo marked even now. You're the one person I cannot forgive. Huh? I am? How? The glasses maybe? Like reflection, right? I don't know what else. Besides maybe she has something with the turtle on it. But, I mean, I guess the Kameshima sure isn't exactly the mascot. The cursed target wasn't just tied to the hand mirrors? She's just bluffing. Sato, get behind me. I'm not letting her take you. Huh. It's pointless. Disobey me and Tsukasa will be first to die. Well, only one to die because he said no one else was really marked, but whatever. We don't really have a choice. No, I surrender. I'll go with you quietly. What? Sato, what are you saying? Now's not the time to be joking. I know, I've made up my mind. Yeah, I guess Sato did already say she was gonna do this anyways. I can't let anyone else get killed because of me. There's no resisting this curse. It's too strong. I don't know, it seemed like there is. Sato, no! Good. Smart move. What, did she say smart move? Smart choice. Why did I said smart move. I continued on with it as if that was it, and I'm like, oh wait, no. Totally didn't read that correctly. Otherwise, everyone on the island would have perished. Everyone? Then why did you specifically target the women? Kikuko, why are you doing this? You grew up here too. Does this place mean nothing to you? I guess I have some feelings for this place. What if I didn't sever those ties? My world would never change. What the hell are you talking about? He is the only one who ever sparked a change in my miserable excuse for a life. Now he'll finally acknowledge me. I'll become who I was meant to be. That's your reason for all of this? Like, Tsukasa, I'm sorry, but that pose just isn't, like... That's a goofy I'm mad pose. That's not, like, seriously, things are happening right now. This island never cared about people. Always just blamed everything on curses. Surely you all understand wanting to destroy this shithole? I just took up the reins. Someone needed to break the cycle. Now I can finally start living my own life, free from all that bullshit. Didn't you already leave the island? Anyway, we need to get moving. There's a boat waiting out back. If you follow us, I'll kill Tsukasa. Do yourselves a favor and stay right there, okay? Thank you, both of you. Please, don't try to follow. It's too dangerous. God damn it! No, Sato! Like, think about it. Just try to think about it. There's like two things that could be. Some form of reflection that you have on you, or the turtle. And I think if it's gonna be a curse from a evil spirit from the past, it's probably a reflection thing. Unfortunately, I can't have people that know my identity just walking away, especially not you, Tsukasa. Is this going to lead to a bad end kind of thing? The following day, the bodies of Azami Kumoi and Tsukasa Aoi were found beneath the lighthouse, collapsed together in a lifeless heap. So how did Azami die then? Unless if it was Turtle. Azami, who'd been helping search for the curse's mark, tried to take Tsukasa's place, but ended up caught in the curse instead. Like maybe he kind of figured it out and they both were technically still holding it at the same time. But the tragedy that struck Kameshima didn't end there. Right after the assassin left Kameshima with Sato Shiranami, a new calamity followed. The actual raging waves, because I was gonna say, that hasn't happened yet. We never got to that point, but here it is, so it is real. A violent storm, born of the curse of the raging waves, erupted in the seas around the island. As expected, the curse could not be sealed away by the bronze mirror alone. Ferocious winds and towering waves pounded the island for 3 days and nights, leaving devastation in their wake. Most islanders who had tried to flee the tragedy by boat that night were lost in the storm and remain missing to this day. Among them was the assassin behind the incident. Really? They weren't able to, like, get out before the storm, and Sato Shiranama, who went along with her. Shiranami. She was never to be seen again. Yumeko made it sound like they, like, withered away. Alright, tragedy of Kameshima, ending 1. So we need something that will give us more information where we don't have to go with them. Unless if it's because I was wrong about what the thing is. Like, maybe I need to be more specific. Not just a mirror, but say reflections. Say the turtle. I might give that a shot. Depends on if there's anything more that comes from this. But then, I don't know. You would think that, oh, hey, what's up? You gonna tell me what I could do right? You have my heartfelt thanks for all your hard work thus far. And so, the affair surrounding Kameshima has reached one of its possible conclusions. Sadly, it seems neither Yuza Minakuchi nor Sato Shiranami were able to achieve their goals. To avoid arriving at this particular outcome, please continue progressing through the story chart. After all, you came here for that very purpose, did you not? Oh my, are you perhaps still unsure of who you are? No need to worry, I'm confident you'll remember in time. You're just missing a few key pieces. I don't really know who I am. As you travel along the story chart and shape what happens, perhaps you'll remember your part in this. Be sure to think on it as you move forward. Well then, I'm sure we'll see each other again soon. Farewell for now. Well, he makes it sound like we don't have anywhere to continue with that part of the story. And it did. Okay. Well, gee, man. I wonder where this came in from. We'll go straight into it. We need to see what's up with him. Did I miss any mockingbirds? I didn't really have many options. Yeah, I don't know though what it could be more so besides reflections, or like the turtle would be way too broad, but I guess reflections are too. Oh right, Several days after the night of tragedy, Yuza is lost in his thoughts, alone on the beach. Right, because he's immortal, he would have just survived the storm and everything. So, okay, let's see what this is about then. It's been 1 week since the night Kameshima was struck by a tragic storm of mysterious attacks. Where? Alright, we are still on Kameshima. I wasn't sure if he, like, got swept away or something. All in all, it resulted in 16 casualties, 7 missing, and 20 buildings totally or partially destroyed. A horrific calamity. It caused a huge stir when news broke about what happened. The culprit responsible for the massacre is still unknown, and the investigation is ongoing. I'm sorry, the tragic storm of mysterious attacks. So this is just talking about the cuttings, the samurai sword curse. But no, it's also still the storm itself, right? It might be both, which I'm gonna say overall doesn't seem like as destructive as it could have been to have like a mass murder and a storm happen, but we'll continue and see what's up. Still unknown and the investigation is ongoing. I went diving this morning for the first time since that day. No one's taking their boats out right now, so it was just a short dive from the shore. Yo, did any stickers wash up because of the storm? Did the storm subside? Let's not. Sometimes I think about the plans we all made to have fun here, and wonder how that would have gone if things hadn't turned out the way they did. I guess there's no point in thinking about that now, though. I wonder if the good timeline where we get to party is just like something random kind of is allowed to happen that makes everything fine. Because again, there's outside sources that should affect things, not just that like timeline split that we did. I'm gonna think about things and not pay attention to the fact that there's people standing behind me. Culprit behind the massacre. We still don't know who the culprit behind the massacre, the so-called assassin, was. The investigation is proceeding under the assumption that it was one of the people who went missing that night. But it seems like it's not making much progress. Among other things, they're having to conduct it behind closed doors so word doesn't get out that it was caused by a curse. Is he aware of that stuff? Like, is he already had contact with Yumeko? Many people tried to escape the island by sea that night, but most of them ended up getting caught in the storm and going missing. Could the culprit behind the massacre have been among them? Well, we know they are. Curse of the Raging Waves. The same night as the attack on Kameshima, a massive storm caused by the Curse of the Raging Waves broke out in the sea to the south of the island. It seems the bronze mirror my mom left wasn't enough to hold back the curse by itself after all. How do you know about that right now, Yuza? Did Sato tell you? Many of those who attempted to flee the island by boat were caught in the storm and are still missing. The storm descended on Kameshima soon afterwards, and the island was swept by harsh winds and lashing rains for 3 days straight. No one was able to leave their homes, and it caused blackouts and landslides across the island. Several buildings were also completely destroyed. Everyone was made painfully aware just how fearsome the Curse of the Raging Waves is. Combined with the horror of the massacre, the entire ordeal has left a deep scar on those who remain. There's still an eerie rumbling coming from the sea, and no one knows when another storm might strike again. Everyone here is still too on edge to take their boats out to fish, and the ferry service to the island is currently suspended as well. Naturally, no one paid me any mind when I headed out to dive today. Diving results. The pair from Tokyo had apparently come to Kameshima to try and find a way to dispel the Curse of the Raging Waves. They were extremely regretful about failing to stop the storm and went around apologizing to everyone in its wake. Really? They went and apologized to everyone? Seems they're still planning to find a solution though, and have asked for my cooperation. Alright, so he does know about them standing behind him. He is aware that they're just right here. Diving results. I don't have much to show for my dives today. My catch has been pretty pitiful to say the least, even though I'm a high rank diver. Looks like I really am hopeless without Azami. Present state of Kameshima. The storm struck before we could even mourn those who were killed, and left the town in tatters. Things are barely functioning right now. Everyone is somehow managing to get by on the aid we're receiving, but it's apparently going to take years to fully rebuild. Some people fled Kameshima the moment they could, citing what happened as proof of some sort of divine punishment. But most of those who stayed are already trying to put the tragedy behind them and look to the future. They managed to get back on their feet 5 years ago, so I'm sure they'll be fine this time too. Although, they've been bombarded by accusations and demands for them to take responsibility. The Wakamuras have been busy doing what they can. They've been bombarded, they're forced to take responsibility for this shit. I mean, it is kind of his fault, but in such a, like, roundabout way that I feel like it's weird the whole island blames them. Following news reports on the calamity, there was an uptick of unsavory rumors that Kameshima is cursed in some way. But perhaps because of the current occult craze, a bunch of people have expressed interest in visiting once all the restoration work's done. The mail order service for souvenirs that was set up to help fund recovery efforts have been flooded with orders. About Sato. Unable to bear the tragedy that had befallen Kameshima, Sato Shiranami apparently gave herself over to the assassin and left the island with them. I don't know if whoever sent the assassin got what they wanted in the end. I'm probably never coming back. But either way, they took any chance of my seeing her again with them. This is probably the conversation we had. This looks like a different place. It's daytime. Did she always know Yuza was immortal? It's called You Leave. I doubt I'll ever meet her again. About Azami and Tsukasa. Azami and Tsukasa's bodies were found in front of the lighthouse. There's no way of knowing what happened to them now. But I'm told Azami was found collapsed on top of Tsukasa, as though he tried to protect her to the very end. I wouldn't have expected anything less from him. I guess I have nothing to think of. Okay. After all that happened, I'm once again the only one left alive. Now there's like a couple other people on the island. Well, I don't know if alive is the right word. I did get my head cut off once by the curse after all. Apparently drowned 5 times too. But to be honest, I don't have it in me to care anymore. I couldn't fulfill what I set out to do, despite swearing I'd see it through. I have nothing left. It seems my fate is in the hands of that pair from Tokyo now. I don't know what they have planned for me, but whatever it is, I intend to accept it. Thank you, everyone, for everything. Are we really just going into the coma? Goodbye. Is it gonna be like second bad end? It's kind of the same bad end, right? Oh yeah, so it's like super far back. So, I mean, Yumeko mentioned that immortals kind of can like sense it in themselves, so there must have been some kind of confrontation here. I want to quickly just see what I have to say about the freaks behind me. Pair in traditional clothes. The suspicious pair apparently came here all the way from Tokyo. Seems they have business with me, so they're currently waiting for me to finish diving. Apparently I'm going to be taken into custody. I actually finished diving a while ago, but they're not trying to rush me. They seem to be waiting for me to prepare myself. They understand I need some time, so they're kind enough to wait patiently for me. Yeah, that's all there was to that, but I just wanted to double check. Okay, let's table Yuza for now. I feel like we're gonna get a pretty big thing from You Leave. Why would it be called You Leave? Also, I don't know if this correlates with the actual time when Arnav and Cersei came here, but I'm curious if it is the same time frame. Alright, let's have some fun arriving in Kameshima. Avi and Cersei finally arrived on Kameshima, on the hunt for clues that will lead them to real mermaids. A real mermaid. See, look how fun it is. Cersei might be getting like a massive headache from the raging storm that's like out to the south, but it's fine. Raging waves. Finally, after a long, arduous journey, we have arrived at the fabled island of Kameshima. Hey, are you alright? You don't look so good. You mean you're completely fine? The whole area is literally oozing cursed energy. I didn't think it was so bad before. Is it getting stronger? Can't you dispel curses? Minor ones, sure, but this is on a whole other level. I see. It might be best we don't stay here too long then. Let's just ask around as much as we can. When you feel like you've reached your limit, make sure to tell me, okay? Got it, I'll do my best. Alright, let's start by asking the locals about mermaid legends first. I'd like to ask around to see if anyone knew Yuza Minakuchi as well. Yo, we gonna talk to Chie? She hasn't been around for a bit. That's the plan, let's move. I think, didn't Chie run into them? Oh, that's it? What the fuck? Wait, oh my god. What is this continuing on from? This is continuing on from... What the fuck? Wait a minute, what the fuck? I expected to do more here. So this is, I mean, this is gonna lead to the supposedly the best outcome, which hopefully does mean that like Sato maybe can become mortal but not die in 2 days. We'll go with You Leave. I feel like we want this before we continue. Approximately 1 month ago, having only just returned home to Kameshima, Yuza Minakuchi goes to the roof of Kantekisho ruins for some time alone, only to find Sato Shiranami there. Okay. Only just returned too, so I guess that makes sense. We might be like close to the end with how things are moving along. Huh? There's someone already here. How unusual. Whoa, you scared me. Darn, I didn't think anyone else would come here. Oh, I take it I'm not welcome? I didn't think there would be anyone else up here either, so that makes 2 of us. So, who are you? I'm Yuza Minakuchi. I recently moved back to Kameshima. Ah. So you're that old friend of Tsukasa's, was it? Yep, I don't think we've spoken before. You're Sato Shiranami, right? Mr. Wakamura's relative? Nice to meet you. Wait, how do you know who I am? That's kind of creepy. It's a small island. You're pretty much the talk of the town. I'm sure almost everyone here knows who you are. Is that so? I'd rather not stand out. It's a small island. Word spreads quick about who comes and goes. Sorry, but could you leave me be? I don't feel like talking to anyone. I see. Well, I just came here to enjoy the view alone. I'll just be over here looking at the sea, so I won't be a bother. That work for you? Fine. Yo, any stickers up here? We haven't gotten any stickers in these ruins. It's like pull. Thought that was a sticker for a minute. Just weird looking. Rest spot. They build a rest spot for any tourists who come up here, but it doesn't see much use. You can see all the way from Ise Bay out towards the Inshu Sea from here. It's a great view. But that doesn't mean I want to share it with anyone. Thankfully, most of the islanders don't come up here that often, so I sometimes come here to unwind. Everyone's so cranky. There are a lot of reefs on the area and the tide is strong, so it can make for tough sailing. But from here, it looks as tranquil as can be. Let me think about how much I hate this girl being up here with me. Coming here always helps clear my head. Now then, I'm back here after quitting work after just 3 months. I went to a boarding school on the mainland for high school, so it's been about 3.5 years since I actually lived on Kameshima. Nothing's changed. It's almost as if time itself has stopped here. You could say that's one of the good things about living on an isolated island like this. But for me, that means it's just as uncomfortable as ever. Ever since the disaster 5 years ago, people here haven't exactly been subtle about avoiding me. Maybe it's as good a time as any to start seriously looking into my mom. The processing plant I worked at wasn't a bad place or anything, but working there didn't feel that fulfilling either. I just happened to come across it when I was looking for a job. I've never really been sure what I wanted to do with my life. Azami has always had a clear goal of becoming a fisherman. To be honest, I've always felt a bit jealous of that. After losing my parents in the disaster 5 years ago, people not only began to avoid me, they avoided talking about my mom as well. At some point, I honestly began to wonder if there was much point in me being alive. I've only made it this far because of my gran and Azami. I could never forgive myself if I made the two of them sad. They're the only reason I'm still here, drifting through life. Not that there's much else I can do here. I've got to find some work here soon so they won't worry about me. I've always been good at swimming, so I've actually been thinking about ama diving as an option. Actually, you kind of suck at it. You drowned 5 times. I haven't gone swimming since the disaster, but I wonder if Gran would be happy if I followed in her footsteps and became an ama diver. Maybe I'll start looking into it in secret. Though I'd only be able to do it during the diving season, so I'd still have to find something else. I originally came back here to take care of Gran after her injury, but her condition's improved a lot recently. She can walk around by herself now, and has even been handling the cleaning and laundry. I wouldn't be surprised if she said she was planning to go back to diving. Kameshima women sure are made of sterner stuff. But I'm still worried about her. You never know what could happen after all. She could get cut down by a cursed samurai. Seems she's been watching a lot of TV recently, perhaps because she's had to spend a lot of time at home. She seems a bit bummed that she doesn't have anyone to talk to about her shows though. Well, do I have someone that she could talk to right over here? Azami was really happy to hear that I was coming back to Kameshima. He even helped make sure my return would go as smooth as possible. I can't thank him enough, he's a true friend. On top of that, he's hardworking and kind. It's easy to see why so many people here like him. But he's involved in a bunch of stuff around the island now, so he's much busier than he used to be. It goes without saying we can't mess around like we used to anymore. Tsukasa's also put some distance between herself and us since she started high school. I guess she's a bit self-conscious about things now. I miss hanging out with her, but maybe this is just part of growing up. Still, it's no exaggeration to say that it's all thanks to Azami that I'm able to live here like this. I won't do anything to let him down. Might accidentally get decapitated, but that's no big deal. Right then. Time to think of how to make my own way through life from now on. Sure, I have plenty of time, but I don't want to be a burden for any longer than I have to be. Maybe I should have, looked at Sato for a bit. Like a creep. On the contrary, if there's some way for me to make a graceful exit and draw the curtains on it all, maybe that would be for the best. The same thought's been lurking in my mind ever since that day. What's the point in living if I'm just going to cause trouble for Gran and Azami? I haven't seen any stickers. Time to think of how to make my own way through life from now on. Okay. Well, like, realistic... Oh, fuck! I was gonna say, realistically, why not leave now? But I guess that was when this actually happens. Whoa, when did she get there? Like, recently, because I was just looking over that way for a minute. Think about it. Jeez, that gave me a fright. Made you jump, didn't I? You did. Of course you did. Anyone would be startled by someone sneaking up on them like that. Haha, at least you admit it. You can consider that payback for before. For what? Anyway, did you need something? Oh right, I can't focus with someone else around after all, so I want you to leave. Huh? I guess that's why it's called You Leave. Yeah, you leave! No, you're the one who should leave. It's fate, an immutable law of the universe that was decided tens of thousands of years ago. Oh, really? I was here first, though. Isn't first come, first served also an immutable law of the universe? That's true. Okay, fine, I'll leave. Huh? You caved a lot faster than I expected. Still, I kind of feel bad for chasing you off like this. So you can have this Kameshima Maru keychain I picked up over there as well. Thanks. Pushing random stuff you picked up off the ground onto others now, eh? Still, who could have thrown such a cute keychain away? Nah, you didn't do anything wrong, but since you're offering... Keychain acquired. Is the keychain the thing? Again, I mean, if Tsukasa has the keychain, maybe, I don't know. I don't know if that means anything. I'll be on my way as promised, and sorry for the interruption. Sure. Huh? She senses it. I see, so that's how it is. Is something wrong? Oh no, I was just thinking it must be pretty rough. Yep, pretty rough, alright. It's none of my business, though. Bye. Whoa, whoa, how am I supposed to just walk away after you say cryptic stuff like that? So she, like, knew since this moment. But if no answers are forthcoming, I'll simply have to be on my way later. So what's getting the keychain? I doubt there's anything to looking at her. But let's just see what he has to say before... Nope, that's surroundings. Sato Shiranami. I hear she's a relative of Mr. Wakamura's who will be staying with him for a while. But apparently no one's heard of her, so the island rumor mill has been working overtime ever since she arrived. Things have calmed down a bit now, but when she first showed up, she knew so little about how things worked that the gossip was that she was some sort of sheltered princess. That, or she'd been raised by animals. Even now, she spends most of her time cooped up at the Wakamura's, so the mystery has only grown. Guess it doesn't really matter, though. More? If she really is a relative of Mr. Wakamura's, I wonder what she's doing here. She's 17, just like Tsukasa, but it doesn't seem like she goes to school. I guess it doesn't really matter, though. Wow, there's a lot. Now that I have a better look at her, she's really tall, maybe even taller than Azami, and he's 173 centimeters. She said she doesn't want to stand out, but that's going to be tough at that height. I think they made a Netflix movie about that. I'd rather not stand that close to her, to be honest. She's been staring at the southern sea this whole time. Could it be she sees something out there? Man! I said I wouldn't bother her. I should stop staring already. Fair enough, yeah. You kind of stared for a long time. Is there a sticker out there? I can't believe there's no stickers. I must have really been blind. I feel like I have to have missed some at this point, and maybe the hints don't come in until you, like, beat the game. Or maybe it doesn't actually hint with these, but okay, let's, we only have one option, so let's get down to it, huh? Visions of the future. Yuza heads out with Azami to go diving before he suddenly mentions something he must do. Before returning to the island, the pair go to a certain location at sea. Right, what was the, like, he needed to do this before a certain time, and was it because of the, spending the last bit of summer together thing, or was it super important? It's been so long. So we did talk about what we saw at the bottom of the sea, and this is us coming back after that. So, what's this important thing you have to do, Yuza? Sounds like it must be a pretty big deal. It is. I just hope you'll believe me. Listen, and don't fly off the handle. Oh. Please forgive the interruption. I have an important announcement to make. The moment you have been waiting for has arrived. Everything is ready for you to proceed. On August 7th, upon returning to Kameshima after his dive, Yuza Minakuchi embarks on the fight of a lifetime. I love the music playing. For unbeknownst to him, at this precise moment in time, a slew of predicaments would await him everywhere he turned. As for this really important thing, Yes, I do. That is, of course, preventing the tragedy of Kameshima from coming to pass. The advent of the 400-year-old curse of the raging waves draws nearer Kameshima with every passing moment. I feel like 2 should have been in that sentence. Even so, do try to remember that Yuza's true aim are to locate a mermaid and uncover the truth about his mother. Will Yuza Minakuchi succeed in overcoming these challenges and fulfilling his objective, you ask? This is entirely up to you, and the actions you choose to take from this moment forth. Thus concludes my announcement. I wish you good fortune. What? You think Kikuko is plotting to work a curse that... Wow! I mean, I guess this explains why this timeline would lead to a good end, right? Is apparently he just gets all this information. So he had to have gotten all of this information from the Tamakazuki, right? So, like, what then? Are we playing Yuza from the future? Because that's what this chapter said, something like that, right? You think Kikuko is plotting to work a curse that'll cause a massacre on the island? Yes, you might find it hard to believe, but I'm sure about this. You're gonna have to give me a second to take this in. This is way heavier than I was expecting. Also, Azami, you believe in curses? I mean, a curse? I know I told you about the Tamakazuki and all, but... how did you even find out about this? Have you got any proof? Well... I saw the future with my own 2 eyes, but I'm afraid I don't have any proof I can show you right now. You saw the future? Yuza, if this is some kind of prank, you'd better cut it out right now. Seriously, this shit isn't funny. If you're just fooling around, I don't know if we can be friends anymore. Oh, come on, man. You can't, like, immediately pull the I'm not gonna be friends with you card. It's a good prank. You think it's easy for me to call someone I'm on friendly terms with a murderer? I couldn't say something like this unless I was dead serious. I need you to trust me on this, Azami, before it's too late. Oh man, you're not making this easy, Yuza. I can't just... I mean... No, I understand. I won't ask you to believe me until I can present you with solid proof. How would we get real proof, though? Until then, I still need your help. I can't just sit back and let this happen. Okay, I won't try to stop you, but I'm not doing anything drastic, so I'm sure you're doing the right thing. That's all I needed to hear. Thanks, Azami. But for real, what's gone into you, Yuza? What do you mean? I know you're headstrong and all, but this is way beyond what I'd expect from you. It's like you're a totally different person. You're like a totally different person. Let me just look to the side a little bit. Come on, you're exaggerating. I'm the same old Yuza I've always been. It is kind of crazy that for this to be happening, we did bring up the fact that we saw a clone. Oh, look who it is! Huh? What are you two doing here? And what's with that getup, Yuza? Don't tell me you've been diving. Kikuko, do you have a minute? I heard you were heading out to the northern shore to fish in the bay today, so I came out to find you. Where'd you hear that? I only just decided that this morning. I didn't even tell anyone. He's got like extreme future vision. She mentioned it when we were talking to her in the, when we were looking around and ran into Avi. Okay, anyone's got a sticker? Yeah, hell yeah, we got a sticker finally. Look at that guy! Number 11. Mimicking Minance? Well, we found one. One on the northern side of Kameshima. Not many people come here to fish. I thought not many people would come to the southern side, because, you know, the thing... Right, this is where it all begins. This is my chance. I have to find a way to change the future. But I don't have any evidence, and I doubt I can just talk Kikuko out of this. You don't do something like that on a whim. Whatever her motives are, they must be powerful. Even if I somehow manage to get her curse stone, there's still the risk that whatever destructive impulse has a hold of her would drive her to make the tragedy happen some other way. That's why my best bet of containing the situation is to try and distract her. I'm going to change the future, one step at a time. There's no rush after all. Since we came here instead of heading back to the port, things are already different. Distract her from, like, what? Like, in time... Like, you said even if we get the curse stone, it's not gonna help. I can tell Azami is trying to believe in me. That's a good start, at least. Yuza, are you sure about this? Just so we're clear, I'm leaving the talking to you. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. I'd imagine we talked about a plan where Azami can kind of get involved, but not do anything drastic. I don't want to put Kikuko on her guard, though. I'd better opt for a subtle distraction. Yo, is that a mermaid behind you? Got her. Tricked her. Alright. Kikuko is looking at us suspiciously. But I guess that's to be expected. We surprised her alone, after all. Nice calm music. Alright, what up, girl? Let's talk about diving. That's like an icebreaker. So, were you really off diving? You sure you should be doing that? If Chie finds out, she'll give you an earful. No doubt about it. Don't I know it. Seems everyone thinks I bring this island bad luck just by being here. Yuza. Well, sure, some folks might say that, but it's not as if you've done anything to deserve that kind of talk. I don't see a problem with you becoming an Ama diver myself. I appreciate that. By the way, I'm a pretty big deal as far as a diver is concerned. Do you have a sticker you can give me? Just today, plenty of folks told me not to go diving because a storm's on its way. But when they don't talk sense, I just ignore them, and so should you. I've been wondering. Are you unhappy here on the island, Kikuko? Huh? What makes you think that? I don't know. I just get the feeling you're not planning to stay here as an Ama diver forever. Ha! You normally play the fool, but turns out you're pretty sharp, Yuza. She looked mad about that. Truth is, can't help thinking of the future. You can earn a decent living as an Ama diver if you know what you're doing, but all these old rules and customs tend to get in the way. I've been trying to change them here and there, but it's no good. Everyone's too stubborn to listen. I see. No luck, huh? Sometimes you just wish you could kill all the Ama divers around, and you'd be in charge, right? I know how it feels. I've been there. Mark my words, nothing ever is gonna change around here, and just between you and me. As much as I love being surrounded by nature on this island, the culture here just isn't for me. So that's how you feel. Honestly, I'm about ready to break ties with this place. Not that anyone else needs to know that. Don't go spreading it around now. I meant to talk to her. Your work days. If you don't like the island, were those days better? So Kikuko, when you left the island, you did some kind of office work, right? Huh? That's true and all, but why are you asking? I was, just wondering if you might have preferred your life back then. I mean, you must have had more opportunities to meet people and go out on dates and all that. Stop right there, as if I don't hear enough of that as it is. What's it got to do with you anyway? I'm gonna ask you out. Sorry, I didn't mean to pry. I was just wondering if you still kept in contact with anyone. Sure, a few people. Just a few. Would you say any of them had a big influence on you? Huh? Like you'd want to impress one of them specifically? Seriously, what's all this about? Oh, nothing. Really, I was just curious. They might have been pushing it a little too far. Diving again. Frankly, I had no idea you were so interested in diving, Yuza. Never mind, office days again. Listen, working for that company wasn't exactly a huge break in my career. All I did was pour tea and answer the phone. Huh. Guess we have to bring up the mirrors. Can we be slick about it? She already handed them off, so I think we could kind of. You've been passing Kameshima hand mirrors around to everyone, right? Yeah, I have. Sounds like someone keeps their ears to the ground. So, how many have you given out? Who's got one already? That sounds way too probing. I don't know, I haven't kept track or anything. But if I had to guess, I reckon it'd be about 20 or so. Why though? You want one too? If so, I'll get one to you later. Oh, no thanks. Don't worry about it. Hmm? I don't need a mirror. Anything else to say to you? Not really. The thing is, if we progress through, like, most of these chapters, I think it's going to come down to how much did I actually remember. Treat yourself. They're pretty sweet little items, if I do say so myself. Anyway, Yuza. Did you really come all the way out here just to chat? Something like that. Something like that. But I've wasted enough of your time. Thanks for hearing me out. Come on, Azami. Let's go. If you're sure. See you later, Kikuko. I mean, if she's suspicious of us, she might go after Yuza. Which is maybe what he's going for to get proof for Azami. Right. I know we just got back. But there's no time to waste. We've got to track down and collect all the Kameshi Maru mirrors Kikuko handed out as soon as possible. Huh? Why? If I'm right, those mirrors are actually the targets of the curse. No way, seriously? Still, man, all the curse business is a bit much. Look, given that people think of me, I'd have a hard time handling this on my own. I'm going to need your help, Azami. We're gonna say that there's like they got like paint chip poisoning on him or something. I guess we'll have to try and convince everyone the mirrors are defective or something. We'd better not let Kikuko find out what we're up to. Yuza, I want to believe you, and I'd like nothing more than to help you out. But before I lift a finger, there's something I've got to know. Alright. See, I've got a pretty good idea what made you change out of the blue like this. You do? When you were diving before, and you came face to face with the Tomokazuki, something happened, didn't it? Huh. I want to know what happened. Did, he handed Yuza something, right? You haven't been the same since then. Would it have been the pendant? And come to think of it, does this have anything to do with your search for a mermaid? You're right. I should have told you the full story to begin with. I've been in such a rush, I got ahead of myself. You're right, something did happen to me, and I'll tell you all about it right now if you want to hear. I'm all ears. First of all, tracking down a mermaid is still my end goal. That hasn't changed. At least something's still the same. But what I'm trying to do right now started when I found out about the danger Kameshima is in. And realized I had to do something to prevent it. Are you with me so far? Sure, if I knew the island was in danger, I'd want to protect it too. But how did you find out about that anyway? Earlier you said you saw the future. When did that happen? It was when I encountered the Tomokazuki. The moment our hands touched, everything went dark and then the future unfolded before me. Huh, so it was kind of like a vision from the Tomokazuki, a warning? That's exactly what it felt like. A stream of images filled my mind all at once, together with a rush of understanding. It's like they were imprinted into my memory. I don't know how it works. But I believe what I saw. I know what's going to happen here on Kameshima if I don't do something to change it. So that's what started all this, huh? Yuza, did you know there was a Tomokazuki there? Is that why you picked that spot to dive? No, it's like I told you. I was hoping to find a clue there, since that's the spot where I encountered a mermaid once before. I never would have dreamed I'd end up seeing a vision of a tragedy like that. Was that specifically the spot he encountered the mermaid? I know he said he encountered one. And it's like, the Southern Sea is the Southern Sea. It's around where he would have, but to be that specific, I guess. I don't know. For all I know, this might have nothing to do with mermaids at all. But now that I know about it, I can't just forget it, can I? Of course not. And now that I know the full story, you can count on my help too. Was that really enough to convince you? So, seeing as Kikuko is the culprit, I'm guessing we need to collect those hand mirrors to save everyone? Yeah, but she's not the only threat. There's more to this. More? There are actually 2 calamities on the horizon for Kameshima today. 2? You gotta be kidding me. The first is the massacre caused by Kikuko's curse. And the second is the curse of the raging waves, which has been brewing up a violent storm for the last 400 years, is going to hit the island tonight. Huh? Now you've lost me again. I can't keep up. For starters, why is all this happening on the same day? I don't know. I get the feeling it's just an unfortunate coincidence. I'm gonna accept his statement there, I guess. And there would have been nothing we could do about it either, but since I've been forewarned, I have a chance to prevent it. I'll explain the rest on the way. There's no time to idle or lose. Again, making up words that aren't there. We have to track down every last one of those mirrors. We definitely don't know 20 people. Okay. So this is when these guys are going to be super important, and it looks like it comes down to... Well, this is interesting too, because we basically... We just can't do that yet. So basically it seems pretty straightforward. This first timeline is the bad one. And then anything down here is the good timeline. So I would imagine any... I wonder though, does the down here mean that it already shifted? I guess if you take into account what Yuza said about already changing things, right? But what's the extent of that? Honora Bridge investigation. That's... Huh. Possessions. Okay. Well, so... God, I don't know. This almost feels like we just reached the morning of 7 mysteries. I think this is gonna be, like, pretty rapid fire things happening. But it almost feels like the story has just begun now. I guess we had to really experience the, like, super bad end.